I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with another order that I got from the Sephora VIB sale. I did go ahead and have one last hurrah last night. Anybody else do that? Like just one more order before the sale's over. Glow Recipe came out with a new toner. It's the Watermelon Glow PHA plus BHA Pore Tight Toner, hydrating and pore refining. This is what the box packaging looks like right here. It just caught my eye and looked really intriguing to me. It has two salicylic acid alternatives, willow bark and betaine salicylate, to help unclog pores and calm skin. So I really love a salicylic acid, and I had used Paula's Choice salicylic acid for years, and through this past winter it was just like too much for my skin. Like it couldn't handle it any longer. And more recently, and this always happens during weather changes, like from fall to winter and then winter into spring, my skin kind of has some breakouts and stuff. So I kind of went back to alternating between the Pixie Glow Glycolic and the Paula's Choice Salicylic. And it was still too much. But I love a salicylic acid because I feel like it really refines the pores. Like for me, I feel like it keeps them clean and it keeps them small. And I feel like a glycolic really polishes kind of the surface of the skin, and a salicylic really keeps the pores clean, if that makes sense. And this has got the BHA in it, and this is like a really gentle toner. On here it says the PHA is a gentler, non-drying acid that smooths and softens skin and is known to be great for sensitive skin. And I really feel like that's true for this product because it is really kind of calming on the skin, which is interesting for an acid. And I've used some pretty wicked acids, but this one is just really gentle. I actually have been using it morning and night. I tone my face with the Pixie Glow tonic, and then I put some of this in my hand and I pat this over the top. And I almost feel like it calms kind of the little bit of sensation that I get from the Pixie Glow when I put this right over the top of it. And I do feel like my skin looks really nice with this. It does have a slight hint of watermelon, which is coming from an added fragrance, which I'm never a big fan of, but it is the very last ingredient in the product. It comes in a 5 fluid ounce glass bottle, and I've really been enjoying this. I'm happy to be using like a salicylic acid back on my face again without it being like super stripped. So I'm excited about this. And again, that's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA plus BHA Pore Tight Toner, Hydrate, and Pore Refining. I mean, if that doesn't sound nice, I just don't know. I also went a little crazy on Fenty products. I got the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm All Over Diamond Veil in the newest shade Cognac Candy. I have her other two previous releases, and I really like them to kind of just top blushes and stuff like that. It adds a really nice little sparkle to it. There are very fine micro glitters in this, but this is like the bronzy shade, which I thought would be super fun for going into the summertime. So I thought I would give it a try. This is the outside box packaging right here. There's a total 0.28 ounces or 8 grams of product in here. And my favorite way to use these type of products is just with my finger. I just run my finger over the top and just rub it on my cheeks, and it goes on really good for me like that. It's not like a super creamy product that moves my foundation or anything like that. But this is really pretty. And I plan on using it through the summertime, kind of in the more bronzy areas of my face. So this is Cognac Candy. Or is it Cognac? It's Cognac, isn't it? So, super bronzy shade right there. It just has a really pretty glimmer to it. And I really enjoy these diamond bombs from Fenty. I know not everybody loves them, but my favorite one is the silver white one. I use that one quite often. I'm going to build this up a little bit for you guys too. Look at how shiny it is. Oh, I think this will be fun for the eyes too, because there is some pigmentation in there too. It's not just like a fully translucent or anything. So that is Cognac Candy from Fenty. Love the packaging. Also from Fenty, I got 2 of the new Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzers. One for a bronzer and the other one for a contour. So I got Amber, which has a really cool undertone to it for contouring. And then the lightest kind of the bronzy shades is Butta Biscuit 02. I'd been enjoying the cream blushes so much that I thought I would give the bronzers a try. This is what the packaging looks like. There's a total of 0.22 ounces of product in each of these. So this first shade is 02 Butta Biscuit. And this is the bronzer that I have on my face today. And I used it with a damp beauty blender. I just used the one that I put put on my foundation with, and I just pounced it on and it went on really nicely without picking up my foundation. That's one thing I really don't want, like my base products to move because of the sunscreen factor in them. But this went on super nice. I've used it for the past 3 days and I've really been enjoying it. I do kind of feel like going into the summertime, I might be able to get a shade a little bit darker because this isn't too deep. It shears out quite nicely on the skin, but it still looks really pretty. So let's go ahead and swatch this guy. I'm very impressed with these new cream products. So there's Butta Biscuit. I'm so impressed with these. I'm like, where are the highlighters? I know she has her matchsticks, but the matchsticks have such a stiff formula that they really do kind of move the product if you don't warm it up on your hand really well first, and then they just become a little bit more difficult to use. So I would love to see this formula product in the highlighters, both like the blushes and these bronzers. That formulation is really, really pretty. So give us some highlighters like this. And then here's the 01 Amber shade, which has got quite a bit of coolness to it. Again, I just pounced it on the very, very backs of my cheekbones, and that's all that I put on my face for this product. And I feel like it contours very nicely. These products do sheer out so nice on the skin, which I feel like makes them very easy to use. So there is Amber right there, and then the other one is Butta Biscuit. Should I blend them out just a little bit here? And I've got them both on my face today. I also purchased 4 more of the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream blushes. I hauled 2 last week and I have been enjoying those blushes so much. They just add such a pretty glow on the skin and they go over a powdered face really nice without moving any base product. So I've really been enjoying them. I got 4 more shades. I'm going to go ahead and swatch them with the other 2 shades that I purchased last week too, so you can see them all together. I do feel like these also sheer out really easily. Each one of these has 0.1 ounces of product, and the first one here I got is 05 Strawberry Drip, and that's the blush that I have on my cheeks today, and it's just a stunning corally pink color. With this, I also just used the same damp beauty blender and pounce it in here and pounce it on my cheeks, and it just works out so nice. I'm just really impressed with these products. So that is Strawberry Drip right here. It's got a bit of coral in there. This next one is Fuego Flush 01. This one is a tangerine shade, and this has micro kind of shimmers in it. I think out of all of them, this is the only one I haven't worn yet. I feel like I need to have a pretty bronzed up face and kind of a really warm look to pull that off, but it is a really pretty shade. So that one is Fuego Flush. And then I got 04 Crush on Cupid, which is a berry pink color. I do feel like these ones are quite similar on the skin. This pulls a little bit more pink. This one pulls a little bit more coral. I do think that they're similar enough on my skin tone where I didn't need them both. But that one is Crush on Cupid. And then I got 09 Cool Berry. This has also got some shimmers kind of through it. This one here I got to be a little bit careful with, because if I overdo it or don't, really get it nice and sheer on the cheek, it can get a little bit bruisey on me. So that one is Cool Berry right there. And I did order the purple one, like Curiosity, man. I'm like, I was just the Curiosity. So that one's on its way, but let me swatch the ones that I hauled last week so you can see them all together. I love these 2 shades too. 02 Petal Poppin', which is just a really pretty warm baby pink right here. So here's Petal Poppin'. And then Bikini Martini 03, which is a bright pink color. I love these. I think that they're just stunning. Also from the sale, I got one of the new Nars matte blushes, and I got the shade, I want to say it's pronounced Vallarta. Vallarta. And again, it's one of their new matte bronzing powders. There's 0.28 ounces of product in this guy. And the packaging has got that kind of slight rubbery feel from Nars, but it's kind of more square than some of their old kind. This is beautiful. This is a really beautiful, light, easy bronzer to use. I'm totally stoked that I picked it up because I was going back and forth with whether or not I should get it because I've been purchasing so many bronzers, but I'm really glad I did just because it's so easy to use and it looks really pretty on the skin. Isn't that a pretty color? So I'm glad I picked this guy up. So that is the new Nars matte bronzing powder in Vallarta. I wanted to swatch that bronzer next to Paradise Found that I hauled last week so you can see just how more neutral Vallarta is compared to the Paradise Found, which is quite, ooh, I almost dropped it, which is quite golden. So let's swatch this guy again. So there's Vallarta next to the Paradise Found bronzer right there, which is this guy. And then lastly, from the Sephora sale for today, at least, I got the new Aether Beauty Joshua Tree Desert Matte Eyeshadow Palette. I really like their eyeshadows. I think that they perform and have nice pigmentation. And especially for like a vegan all-natural brand, I think that they're really nice. So this is no different. I've worn this a couple times with kind of paired with some Cleona shadows or really sparkly shadows on the lid. And they blend it out really nice. The pigmentation's nice. There's some pretty colors in here. So this is what the box looks like right here. So there are 8 eyeshadows that are 0.05 ounces a piece and 4 eyeshadows, which are those center ones in the smaller pans. Those are 0.04 ounces a piece. And it says on the box here, 77% naturally derived ingredients formulated with expertise. Vegan, cruelty-free, clean ingredients, sustainable packaging, good vibes, beauty. So here is the packaging, and it has a band on it as opposed to a magnetic closure, which goes back to their sustainability situation. So there's not a mirror in here either. I always find it interesting that they still have a plastic sheet in here though. I would much prefer that they just printed the names inside of the palette. But if you wanted to ditch the plastic bit that's inside, there is a sticker on the back as well with the names on there. So I do like that they put that on the back. And then here are your shades. So those middle ones are 0.04 ounces and then these outer ones are 0.05 ounces, which is a decent amount of product that you're getting in here. So let's swatch some of these guys. Start over here. So there are the first 4. Then we'll do these center shades. And then these outer shades. I really like some of those mustard tones that are in this palette. So that's the Aether Beauty Joshua Tree eyeshadow palette. And again, for being like a, you know, a natural beauty brand, I think that these are pretty nice. I had also pre-ordered 3 items from the MAC and Selena collaboration, the second one that they just came out with. And when they went to ship my stuff, it said that they couldn't ship the highlighter because they were like out of stock or whatever. But I'm like, I did the pre-order and then you released the whole collection a couple weeks later to everybody and you had the highlighter. So I'm like, how did my pre-order not get the highlighter? I'm confused. So I went on to Nordstrom and I ordered the highlighter on Nordstrom, which it is on its way. I got one of the lipsticks in the shade Selena Vive. I'm really tempted to get that corally shade with the shimmer. It's like a frost finish as well. I've got it sitting in my bucket on Saks right now. I might get it, I'm not sure. But this is actually the lipstick that I have on today. It is a cream sheen finish, which is one of my favorite finishes from MAC. The cream sheen finishes just feel so beautiful on the lips. This is Selena Vive. And here is the packaging for the lipstick. Again, this is what I have on my lips. I used it with the Lancome Le Lip Liner in 11 Bronzelle. And I feel like the combination looks super pretty together. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit for not getting the lighter lip liner. And I looked on the internet for it and it seems to be sold out too. So it doesn't look like I'll be able to go back and get that. But it's got a little rose embossed on the lipstick as well. You know what I would have loved? You know how they did the Marilyn Monroe collection from MAC years ago now? I wish so bad they would have put a little imprint of Selena on the lipstick here. I think that would have been so pretty. But here is Selena Vive, and it is just a really pretty rosy nude color. I really like the lipstick. It's really pretty. I also purchased the eyeshadow palette. It's one of their eyeshadow x8 Me Siento Muy Excited. There are 8 shadows in here called Te Amo, Captive Heart, Me Siento Muy Excited, Te Extraño, Live in Concert, It's a Texas Thing, and Los Dinos. So I think that these are all new shades. They have to be, right? Total of 0.39 ounces of product in here, which is a pretty decent amount. This is the box packaging that it comes in. And then the actual packaging has got like a little bit of a texturized front from her bustier that she wore. And then here is the inside of the palette. There is a mirror in there and a plastic overlay with her face on it. I love that they included this, but again, I like the bustier on the cover, but like I would have loved if they would have put her on the actual packaging. I think that would have been super stunning. So I'm going to hang on to the plastic because I think it's super pretty. But this is the eyeshadow palette that I have on my eyes today. And I think that this is a newer formula from MAC. These performed really, really nicely. They were very easy to use. I know sometimes with collections and stuff from MAC, they can be kind of hit or miss. And I feel like the quality of the shadows in this palette is very, very nice. So again, I've got this on my eyes today. I got these 2 shades kind of on the lid. I did use a little bit of the Aether Beauty Supernova Crushed Diamond Highlighter, this guy right here, for that shine in the inner portion because there wasn't a light shimmer in here. And I did use this lightest matte shade underneath the brow, and it did deepen up a little bit on my skin tone. So typically I'd use something a little bit brighter than this shade for underneath the brow. But there are 5 mattes in here, which are these 2, this kind of cherry red color, and the 2 on the end. And then these 2 shades are Dazzle shadows, and this pink right here I think is a frost finish. Yeah, it's a frost called Captive Heart. Let's go ahead and swatch them for you. I'll do all the mattes first. And this guy. I thought that was going to work quite nicely as under the brow bone highlight, but again, it deepened up on me a bit. And then here's the frost and the 2 Dazzle shadows. And the Dazzle shadows are really pretty, like super, super shiny. Oh, those there. Those are from that Joshua Tree palette, but so those are the swatches right there from the Selena collaboration, officially called the Me Siento Muy Excited eyeshadow palette. I'm super happy I picked this up. I feel like the quality of these shadows is really nice. And then I placed an order off of Ulta.com, and I got finally I tried to purchase this product so many times and it's been out of stock so much. It's the Nabla Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder in the shade Ozone, which is a highlighter shade for me. I've got one other shade in this line called Truth, which is one of my favorite blushes currently. I love this for a blush. That's, again, the shade Truth. So I finally got Ozone. I wanted to purchase it so many times and it's been out of stock. I wasn't able to catch it. And then they had it during the 21 Days of Beauty, so I was like, oh, I'll wait till that sale day and get it. Then sold out again. It was like 50% off too. So anyway, I finally got Ozone from the Nabla Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder. That is a mouthful. It's packaged in a plastic coral tinted kind of acrylic packaging. And this is the highlighter that I have on my skin today. And this is a baked gelée product, as is the other shade In Truth, which is some of my favorite products for the skin. Super happy that I picked it up. It kind of is exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I really like it. So here's Ozone right here. Super pretty. It's got like a slight champagne-y hint to it, but it's light enough for my skin tone. It's just a really stunning color, and I'm so happy to finally have it. Took long enough, but that is Ozone right there from Nabla Cosmetics. Also from Ulta and Nabla Cosmetics, I got 2 of their new Cutie palettes. I got Wildberry and Metropolitan. Number 4 and number 5. The number 3 shade, when I placed my order, was sold out. Hopefully it comes back into stock because I need the 3rd one to complete my Nabla palette collection. But these are some really nice eyeshadows in addition to that. So let me go ahead and start off with number 4, Metropolitan. The packaging on this is just super cute as well. There's a total of 0.26 ounces of product in here and 6 shades. It comes with a mirror, and then here are your eyeshadows. There are 2 matte eyeshadows, which are these guys right here. And then you've got 2 super foily shadows, which are these guys. This is more of a kind of a chunky glitter with a duochrome finish to it, and then this one's kind of more of a shimmer finish right there. And each time that I've used the shades in these palettes, I've really enjoyed the looks that come out of them. They're not super standalone palettes for me. I've been using them as pairing palettes. Look at how pretty and smooth those eyeshadows are. Wait till you see the metallic shades here, which these are like very metallic. This one here is more gritty than this one. But they're so pretty, right? So that one is the Nabla Cosmetics number 4 Cutie palette in Metropolitan right there. And then here is the number 5 Wildberry palette, and it's got berries all over in the pattern there. Very cute. This guy has got 3 matte eyeshadows and then 2 of those kind of glittery foil shades like the other palette, and then 1 more of a shimmer. So these 2, this corner one and this corner one, are those kind of real high shine metallics. This one's a shimmer, and then these 2 and this guy are matte shades. This color is beautiful. That is the Alchemy 2.0. I think the single in Alchemy from their single range is one of like their best sellers, and I love that duochrome purple pink bluish shadow. This one's kind of like a toned down version of that. I did have to kind of pack it on a little bit to get the impact that I was looking for from it, but it is a stunning color. See, it's a little more subtle than the original Alchemy. These 2 mattes. So that one right there is the Wildberry palette from Nabla in the Cutie palette range. And then lastly, I got a PR package from Josie Maran. Super exciting because I've been using her products for years and years and years. Most notable, the SPF 47 moisturizer. I can't even tell you how many bottles of that I went through, but they sent me their new foaming face wash. It's the Pineapple Enzyme Pore Clearing Cleanser. I really liked the sound of that, and this actually showed up on Sephora, and it was in my bucket during the sale prior to me getting an email that they wanted to send it to me. So, but this is a 150 milliliter bottle or 5 fluid ounces of product, and inside the package it had this card, and I love when companies include cards like this. I just think it's the neatest thing. It's one of those plantable cards where you all you do is plant this card in like soil and water it, and flowers will grow. I got one of these in another package some time back and planted it, and sure enough, I mean, the little flowers came out. So I just think that's really cool. But I'll read to you what it says on the card here. It says, this daily 2-in-1 pore clearing cleanser is filled with active pineapple enzymes to help lift toxins and build up while clearing skin congestion. It's a must to incorporate into your self-care skincare routine. Pineapple enzymes, mushroom root, 100% pure argan oil. And I've used this for 2 days and I've really been enjoying it. So at nighttime, I still use my oil cleanser to remove my makeup, and then I go in. I was using the Youth to the People, not vegetables, I want to call it a vegetable cleanser. Superfood. I knew it had something to do with food. The superfood cleanser. And I actually had that large tub of that cleanser. It was like a refill bottle in my bucket too. And then before I placed my order, it sold out. So I wasn't able to get any more of those during the sale. So I'm quite excited about this one because I'm going to kind of hold the two, do a little contest, the Youth to the People and this one, and see if after a couple weeks, which one I like more for repurchasing. This here feels so nice on the skin. It's like, I know this is a silly word to use, but it feels like has a slime texture to it. It's really like, has a slimy, slippy effect to it, which I really like on the skin. It's very gentle. There was no stinging or anything like that. This is what the bottle looks like. Again, it's a 5 fluid ounce bottle with a pump on it. It says wet skin and lather onto face to create a lightweight foam. And it does have a very, very lightweight foaming action. I usually stick away from super foamy cleanser products because they tend to strip my drier skin type. This one didn't make my skin feel stripped at all. Neither does the Youth to the People. The Youth to the People has a little bit of foamy action as well, but again, that's one that doesn't strip my skin. But both of them make my skin feel very, very clean, and like there's no residue or anything on my skin left over, which is what I really like in a cleanser. So again, I'm gonna do a battle of the cleansers between Youth to the People and Josie Maran, but so far so good on this pineapple enzyme pore clearing cleanser. It has a slight fruit of pineapple, but it's very, very mild. And a super huge thank you to Josie Maran for sending this out to me. I'm super stoked about it because I've been using their products for so long. And that is everything for my haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.